If you leave a little bit of room for something to go wrong, it will. And we were in a position in P3 where the spare engines were not ready. They were nowhere near ready for other reasons, but it was inevitable that that engine would fail in P3. And then we knew we'd have this massive issue trying to get that car out for qualifying. You know, ultimately, we managed it. We got the car out with like a minute to spare.
So how much time did you have to get that ready?
Well, from the end of FP3 to start of qualifying is like 2 hours.
Right.
But by the time you get the car back in the garage, you know, get the floor off it, get the bodywork, get the engine out, and then get the new engine on, but that engine isn't ready. So you're still, while it's going onto the chassis, we're still building parts of the exhaust system, still getting the last bits on, all the coolers and all that stuff. And there were times where, you know, I'm looking at the chief mechanic. Ultimately, I'm responsible for the prep of that engine. I'm looking at the chief mechanic, Phil, and I'm saying to him, mate, I don't know if we're going to do this. And I'm doing it whilst I'm working. So I'm there like, Phil, I'm looking at the time and I'm like, this is going to be really tight, mate. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and you know, that was one of those things that sort of really exemplified how strong we are as a unit when it comes down to it. You know, we got that car out with about a minute and a bit to go, qualified P6, and then with a bit of fortune and a great time pit stop, we ended up winning that race. So that was a weekend that always stands out to me. The crew that was on Max's car in Hungary when he had that off on the way to the grid and watching them change like pretty much an entire left front corner was another one, you know.